What is up, everybody? I hope everybody had a good Christmas and a good New Year's. Welcome to episode 3 of the Atomic Bear Show. We got some fun things that we're going to be doing tonight. We're going to be giving away a survival kit that has not even been launched yet. We're going to talk about the 5 prepper resolutions that we're going to try to implement for ourselves and maybe have y'all implement, you know, kind of with your prepping ideas for the future or for 2019. We got Big Jeff with us tonight and Big Ben Baldwin. What's up, dude?
What's going on?
How's everything been going? Did you have a good Christmas?
I had a fantastic Christmas. My last Christmas before I head off to college. It was really good.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So did you get anything good? Did you get any survival stuff?
You know, I got a MacBook Pro, which, you know, that's pretty survival-y in the 21st century.
I was going to say, you probably need a laptop to survive nowadays.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. But let's see. What did I do? I did absolutely nothing. I had to watch my sister's dogs while they went out of town and had a good old time. So I kind of just lived the boring holiday thing, but it was fun, man. What's up, Mark? What's up, Bruce? What's everybody up to, man? I hope everybody had a good New Year's. Now, boom. What I want to do is bring in Big Jeff and see how his New Year's and Christmas went. What you up to, Jeff?
Hi, Matt. Yeah, I'm super glad to be back after a few days with the in-laws. Very good time, and also some activities with the kids. Survival-wise, I've been watching Alone Season 3, trying to catch up on the important shows out there.
Yeah.
And one thing I want to show you guys, so my daughters dare me to show this. We went to what we call here a ceramic cafe where you pick a piece and you paint it. You know, I'm super bad at painting. It's not my forte. So I pick a bear, man, and I tried to make it look like a bear. You see the paws, the claws here?
Oh, yeah.
And even put him a nice collar. There's just one problem with that bear. The bear has no name. You know, it's a white thingy. So here you go. I don't know how to call this bear. I don't know if anybody has an idea. Just write down in the comments. That would be funny to see. But yeah, that's what I've been up to during the holiday time.
Yeah, man, and I think that we just found our new mascot. So that's actually pretty cool. So what he's saying is if anybody has a good name for the bear, the mascot bear is I guess what we're calling it right now. But
yeah.
If anybody in the chats can name the bear, then heck yeah, man, we got us a little mascot. That's cool. So how did you make that thing, man?
Well, that's pretty simple. You just pick a piece of, let's say, a stone or something, and you just paint it. The whole thing is to paint the thing, but you have to give 3 layers to the bear. So we were there for hours trying to paint everything, and I tried to make it fancy, you know, with line and stuff. But at the end, they take the thing, they put it in an oven.
Yeah. They
put some finish on it, I believe. And I give something that is pretty simple, as good as it gets from in my ends, I guess. But yeah, that's it. And then you go pick up your piece 2 weeks later, and there you go, the bear in the house now.
Heck yeah, man. Well, Al, you done. He's gonna have to be part of the show. But what's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 3, and again, what we're going to be giving away tonight, if y'all want to stick around, we've got the Atomic Bear Survival Kit. Now, this thing is jammed-packed full of stuff. However, it's not launched yet, so you get kind of the exclusive look at it, and somebody will be going home with this tonight, and we'll kind of get into that a little bit later. But what I do want to do is throw it over to Jeff because somebody won the Facebook contest this week for the Atomic Bear gun magnet. Now, if you don't follow us on Facebook, be sure to go over there and like the page because we will do certain giveaways throughout, well, heck, throughout the year. We're always doing them over there. So, boom, let's go ahead and, Jeff, do we have that winner?
Well, Matt, can you show what the gun magnet looks like to the camera and explain a bit what it is for people who haven't heard about it?
Yeah, I sure can. Well, actually, you know what I'll do is click up to the, yeah, if you'll go grab one for me, because we don't want to do that. Sorry, guys. Ben tripped over a cord and we thought we had lost everything. That's the thing. It's right there on the side, Ben. But yeah, we're going to be picking a Facebook winner. And what happened is Ben is trying to pull this magnet off a file cabinet right now. But it's so strong that he's having a little bit of trouble with it. But yeah, so what we did is we ran a contest over on Facebook right here. And this is the Atomic Bear gun magnet. And we'll go ahead and I'll give you a close-up on it. Now, we did a few reviews on it, seeing how much that it would actually hold. And this magnet right here is a beast. It doesn't look like it would be, but even if you were to throw, you know, a small little knife on this, this sucker is strong. But yeah, so you got us a winner, man?
Yeah, I do. The name of the winner is Rory Baako. So Baakko, Rory, Rory. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name, but I think that's it, Rory Baako. And we'll send you an email and ask you to give us your shipping address and make sure that we expedite gun magnet to you ASAP. That's it. Congrats, man. That's a great product, and hopefully you have many ways to use it. Either to put your gun in your car, to conceal your gun close to you, or if you don't own a gun, just like to hold anything you want that is metal. Either it's a shovel, a rattle, or anything like that. So a hammer, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, and again, congratulations. You got one of them headed your way. Now, again, later on in the show, we're going to be giving away this entire survival kit, which we'll go over. But, oh, Jeff, have you made some New Year's resolutions on your prepping situations?
Yeah, I have. Well, one thing I tend to do is take resolution and never hold to them, like never accomplish them because the time goes by. So from last year, I pick up a piece of paper where I actually wrote, some process to get through my resolution. So if I have a step-by-step process, I know that I will do it because it's simplified. I have a date on it, and I make sure that I follow the steps. So I can show you briefly the planner I used to do. I would do it by hand, but I prepared one with the computer to make it look nice. So anyone who think that could help them to accomplish their objectives, their goal, their resolutions can print it and follow it. So what I want to show you is actually what I've done. It's an example of what I've done previously it's an example we're using, like I want to get my family ready. Can you see it here? Is it close enough?
Yeah,
so
that's
basically good. Yeah, basically you have the objective right there. So in that case, I would get my family ready in case.
Go to your left.
Oh, sorry, man.
About right there.
Okay.
That's good. And then just come a little closer. Bam.
There you
That's
go.
it. You got it right there. Mm-hmm.
Okay, thanks, Matt. So yeah, I wanted to have a plan for in case of a fire in the house at night. So I would give me like a month to get, or about a month to finish. So finish by the date, and then the steps to do it. And I normally start by the end, what I want to accomplish at the end. And here I want to have a practice drill, a final unexpected for the family practice drill, maybe a week before, where people will know there would be a practice in that case, and then go back practice techniques, how to crawl in the smoke, especially for kids. That's something that I think is important. So on and so forth. How to use the material you have. Like I had purchased a fire mask that you can put on in case there's a lot of smoke, so you can still breathe even though there's smoke. So on and so forth. So, and I have dates here. And one thing that is important is to talk about the budget. So got the budget there. In that case, it's about $160. That was quite of a bit of a big thing to get, but I think it's worth it. And my why. So often when you have a resolution, you're just like, if you connect with the reason why you're doing this, you're more likely to accomplish it. It's been shown in different studies, and people in business do that all the time because it's how you actually get moving. So in that case, I want to see I didn't want to see anybody from my family to die from fire and also be injured or anything. So that's something I put in there. So there's an empty sheet that you can download, and I think Matthew will talk about it later. But that's like the thing, the way I normally go about it now, as respect to the things I think that are interesting to think about in terms of prepping. I think one of the important things I want to do this year, and I encourage everybody to do, is to learn well a new skill. Like skills is key. So one of the things I want to learn to do is how to be better at able to build a shelter in the woods, or even in a city or in a place where you have less things. So that's something I want to learn. So I'm gonna try to find someone who is really an expert and try to improve my skills on that. What about you, Matt?
Yeah, and man, looking at that sheet you have, there was a lot of things that were going through my mind as you were talking about it. And one of them is kind of a sad thing, but it relates to the fire. I remember when I was a kid, there was a guy that was in my class, and unfortunately he was burnt real bad. And,
Wow.
Nobody ever asked him, but he couldn't grow hair in here. Well, come to find out, he was in a fire, didn't know what to do, got burned up, and anyway, and let's just say there's a lot more tragedy to that story. However, having a plan and doing the things that you don't ever think are going to happen to me, oh, this will never happen to me, and then bam, when it does, oh, now what do I do? And you're in a panic. So just having that small little breakdown, but then I also like the why at the bottom.
Yeah.
Like, why do you want to have it? I saw yours, okay, I want to see my daughters grow up. That's why I want to have a plan for a fire, okay? Dad, why are we doing this? I'm like, look, let's just take 20 minutes out of the day. Let's just learn some simple things, and then bam. And having a plan like that and having that breakdown that you have is, that's awesome. That's the way to do it. Mine, and it's because of last episode that we had, I got to get my car stuff in gear. I didn't realize, and hopefully I'm never in that situation, but I do travel a good bit. So even if I'm broke down, I want to make sure, because I have a flashlight, and I went and I tested it, dead. Doesn't work. And I'm like, oh, good. So it gives me opportunities to go in there and check it. So one of mine this year for prepping resolutions is getting my car, and I won't even say bug out, but my car survival kit just in order. And mine's going to be super simple, but it's going to have every single thing that I think I might need. I always keep the bottle of water underneath the seat because I'm in the hot climate, but yeah, that's one thing that I'm going to actually, I don't know. I've got to spend some time, on it to see what I want to do, because I don't have a whole lot of space in my glove box, because that's where I want to keep it. But that's going to be my first one that I'm knocking out at least before February. But the other ones, for you up there in the cold, you got any up there? Yeah. What's your other one?
Well, I think your car thing is awesome, and I actually add stuff to my car today. Went to the shop, and I said, "Oh yeah, I need this." I just added a piece of rope and other things that a piece of rope and actually a blanket that is not just like a Mylar blanket, but can be added to it. So yeah, another thing that I think is important to me is physical condition. I need to be in better physical condition. It's prepping thing. It's a life thing as well. Like I used to do a lot more activities and sports. Now I'm working a lot on the computer and don't have always the same motivation to go out and just run or go to the gym and stuff. But I think it's something that I need to work on this year. So here is a promise I made to myself, and my family will just learn it now. Is I'll go to the gym next door. There's a gym like 2 minutes walk from here, and I'll start and schedule a first meeting to get training and have someone to kick my butt and schedule training every week. So I think if something happened and you're not capable of carrying heavier weight, or you're not capable of running or defending yourself, some people will do it differently. Some people will rather do get into a sport, self-defense, like people will do Krav Maga or Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. These are amazing or very good sport activities to get you in better shape, and also to learn at the same time a skill, which I think is where you can get two birds with one stone.
Yeah, and dude, that's actually really good. Learning how to fight or just learning self-defense, like you said, jiu-jitsu or some type of martial arts, learning that, staying in shape, your health, man, that might be the biggest one of them all. And that kind of goes back to just New Year's resolutions in general. You know, everybody makes it, okay, boom, but by, you know, January 15th, everybody, you know, that's the cutoff date to when people stop doing it. And I tell you what, anybody that's in the chat, what's y'all's resolution for prepping this year? Like, what's something that you have been having in the back of your mind that you go, okay, I keep putting it off, whether it's, you know, creating a bug out bag, you know, having certain type of plans, a health plan, you know, a fire plan, a tornado plan, storms, flooding. It doesn't matter. Whatever y'all have in the comment section, y'all let us know. But I think the next one that I'm going to do is I've got my bug out bag, and I guess it was 2014 is when I really got it together. Well, I remember needing zip ties one day. I grabbed some stuff when we were doing another show out of it, and everything is unorganized in there. You know, over the years, I've pulled from this, I've moved them, I've done this, and I want to take everything out, and I want to do almost like an inventory check on it and just make sure that everything in my bag, because I actually have a book bag, and then I have like a carry bag. You know, I'll make sure I have socks in there and everything, and I just want to go over that. I've been wanting to do it, but I can never find the time. So I'm actually going to put a time limit on. I tell you what, I will have that done before February of this year. I'm going to pull everything out and make sure, okay, well, what do I need? All right, these are some new things that I've learned. Boom, I need to add this and do this, but I'm going to get more organized when it comes to my survival kits in that closet right here next to me. So that's my next one.
Well, I think Matt, that's important also to check the if any items you are carrying is expired, a bit like your granola bar that you had last week.
Exactly.
Or yeah, I think it's a great thing. One thing I want to also get into is to not only learn myself skills, but teach skills to the kids, to my daughters. Like whether it's fishing and cleaning a fish. Like I live in a city. I know how to fish and to clean a fish, but have I shown to my daughters who are growing up now how to do it? Not really. So I need to get them into a situation where they have to learn to use a knife to open a fish, clean the fish. I think they will be a bit disgusted. You know, in this clean world we're living, we don't see these things, but it's very, very important. And little things like that will build up over time. And I think fishing. Some people, I'm not sure my daughters will enjoy doing this, but like when I was a kid, I used to go to a bow shooting class. I learned how to shoot an arrow with precision, being calm and stuff, and understand how the thing works and get in touch and in contact with this weapon. These are things that over time pay off because these are skills, especially when you learn them when you're young, will last for the rest of your life. So that's another thing I want to get. But now in terms of date, that would definitely be in the summertime. Winter time, there's some fishing on the lake, frozen river, sorry, but probably more in terms of June, July-ish time for the fishing part with the girls.
Yeah. And, you know, when you talk about teaching, a lot of the things that I grew up with, that's what it was. It wasn't like me learning it. That's just because I'm from a small town in the country. And we grew up hunting and fishing and learning. Man, I learned how to do all this, like all of this survival stuff, if that's what you really want to call it. But that's just what we did. Like growing up on a farm, doing all these things. And I can remember being in middle school, and I had a buddy named Sambo. And he lived in the city, and he was a Boy Scout. He was working his way on up the Boy Scouts. And I went and I talked to him thinking about joining it. And it's like, well, you know, you have to go through all of these things, you know, this class and do this and do. I'm like, okay, well, what if I can already do all that? And I remember them just saying, no, you have to start from the thing because it's probably, well, like, wait a minute, I can do everything that this guy could do already. And it's just learning when I was so much younger, going through those, you know, processes of fishing, cleaning a fish, cleaning a deer. You name it. I was in it. But let's see what we got in the comment section right here. I got Enoch says, I got an 80-pound bag in my basement. Wow. Man, hey, I will tell you this. That's why I end up having to go with 2 bags. Make sure that it's light enough to where you want to have one bag that's light enough that has your bare essentials. And then you want to have another bag in case you have time to grab both of them. You know, sometimes, bam, you got to get going. Well, 80 pounds hiking or running or trying to do something, that's a lot of weight. So maybe try to even that weight out, you know, make the distribution of it. And then let's see what else we got. We got Porque because I like that. Build my own water distiller to use on campfire. Man, nice. I didn't even think about that. That's a good one. I'm working out more. Bobby Timmy says I'm working out more and waiting till summer to join the boxing gym. Well, don't put it off, man. Wow. You know, try to do it as quickly, you know, as possible. You know, don't go, well, I'll wait till summer. And then summer gets around, you got stuff you got to do and you can't get to it. Just start, you know, getting a plan in there. Oh, Doug says, I got flip-flops and shorts in my bag. I hear you, Doug. I do too, man. I don't have flip-flops, but I have socks and shorts in there because there's nothing worse than having wet socks and trying to actually move around. But, man, what about weapons? Jeff, do you have any weapons that you are, you know, and I don't mean to get off topic, but that are your main ones in your bug out?
Well, I like, do I have it here? I do have this, wait a second. Whoa, the whole thing is collapsing, but it doesn't matter. This is a shovel, right? It's a military shovel.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we've been working and trying to get it's work in progress, right? But this is a sample, one of the sample in the progress of this product here. It's a military shovel. It's quite light, and man, that's a good weapon. It's not a gun or a rifle or anything like that, but you can do many things like that. But like you can throw this at a tree. It's very sharp on the edge, and yeah, that's a good weapon. Obviously, knives. The problem with knives, it's a defense system that require you to be close to the person. It's very dangerous. Like if you get to a close fight. Mm-hmm. So if you have a gun and handgun here or a weapon like that in Canada are not, you cannot carry a gun here. That's right. So that's the limitation. But you know, rifles, I would favor actually in terms of rifles, 22 caliber, very, very light bullets, and you can carry a lot of bullets with you, and it's very versatile firearm as well. So definitely caliber 22 would be my choice. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm glad you brought up 22 because I was just fixing to say in Canada, rifles are okay, right?
Yes, but you have to carry them in a certain way. But yeah, they're okay. You can obviously hunt and carry rifles, but you cannot just carry rifles in the back of your car all the time. They have to be locked and they have rules. If the police catch you with that, you're just in trouble. So yeah.
Yeah, well, I was going to say they make, and maybe Ruger makes it, and maybe you can help me out on this. I know you're running the cameras and stuff, but they make a 22, and it folds up into the stock, and the stock of the 22, you can unfold it, and it's waterproof. You can throw it around, and then you screw the barrel in, and it comes, you know, with a little clip, and it's just a little 22 that you can put together, and, I need to remember that because you just jogged my memory. That's one thing I'm adding to mine is a little 22, and it's a little compact one.
We'll put it in the show notes. So guys, if you want to, and I think we'll have maybe the URL later, but even if we don't, theatomicbear.tv, and then we have a list of episode 3 to 1. We are at episode 3. And we'll put in the show notes that caliber 22 rifle you're talking about, a link to it. If people are interested, that's a very, very cool it's a very cool rifle. Yeah. Yeah,
and that's one that I want to. I keep saying I'm gonna get it, and I don't ever get it. You know, it's the same thing. It's about. Yeah. I keep putting it off, but now I'm gonna make the resolution, especially since we're having this show, that. You know, it's better to a lot of times it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. And
Yeah.
I think as long as we're prepared, we don't have to take prepping to such an extreme to where we have all of these, 5-gallon buckets. Just the simple tools and the simple things you need, I think it's going to put you way ahead of the game far than anybody else. But man, dude, you got any more that you're going to be working on?
Well, that's pretty much what I'm like. If I can get back in shape. There's one thing I want to say. This is not something I will do necessarily because I'm pretty well connected so far.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are trying to find out, preppers in their city, in their town, or like-minded people. And I want to give few links where maybe people can get there. So there's a website called meetup.com, meetup.com, like meetup. And in there, you can find groups that are local to your city, to your town. And in many towns and many cities, you'll have preppers, survivalists, outdoor people. And these are people who will actually physically gather. They will meet at some point. They will do activities together, and they organize activities. It's a very good way to find like-minded people. So for some people, just finding other preppers, other survivalists, other people who enjoy the same type of activities that they do to get ready might be a big change in the way they look at prepping, and they will learn a lot more through others. So that's something I suggest for a lot of people.
Yeah, and I've been on that app. I don't know if we have anything, around here like that, because we're right here on the beach now. But
Okay.
I joined a few meetups, back when it was like Amazon selling stuff and this, that, and that. And they've got them for almost everything. So that's actually a really good idea. And another thing is, Ben, what about you, man? I'll put you on the spot. You got any survival things you're going to be doing for the New Year's?
I definitely need to work out more.
Yeah.
That's one thing. And even though I'm really young, I don't really have like a house to look after or stuff like that. But I do have a car, and I do need to put like a little safety thing together like y'all do, because I have nothing, and I need to get my tires rotated because I haven't done that in like a year or two. So they might pop and I might crash. So I really need to do that, and I keep putting it off like y'all said, but that's one thing I really need to do.
Yeah. And one thing that I ended up doing was the other day I changed my windshield wipers on my truck. Finally. It has been raining. I promise you, Jeff. It's been raining for almost 2 weeks straight. Just been crappy weather. And then I'm trying to go places. I finally just bit the bullet. Got up really, really early and just started knocking out stuff. And I tell you, that's the greatest feeling in the world, is when you can finally get stuff done. I put the new ones on. And, dude, you would have thought I had surgery on my eyes. I mean, it's just, it is awesome. But like Ben was saying, man, is that, boom, when it comes to just having a kit, I'm going to probably talk this up more than I should, Jeff, because Jeff doesn't like it when I talk up, these products. But just having this kit might be something that you could use in your car, or anybody in here that is just getting started. This is the kit that we're going to be giving away tonight. But, Jeff, man, do you have any more? If not, dude, what do you think, man? You think I ought to run through this thing?
Yeah, man. This is the up and coming product. We did put all the good stuff that we're already selling and from the Atomic Bear. Everything is packed. The best items is in that little box, and as people will see, it's organized. It's been very thought through, and hopefully you guys will love it. Eventually, soon enough, probably toward the end of January, we'll have a launch of this product. But for now, I think we can have a look at what you have in your hands, Matt.
Yeah. If, like he was saying, everybody, you're going to get the sneak peek. Thanks for watching the show, by the way, of the Atomic Bear Survival Kit. So let's go ahead. Let's look at it right here, and then we'll kind of go over a close-up. So, boom. This is the box that it comes in, as you can see. But when you first open it up, bam. Let's just go over this a little bit. So, right here on the thing is a wire saw. And it might be a little bit light on that camera. But if you know how to use a wire saw, it's super light, cut through wood or anything like that. And bam, dude.
So one trick, Matt, that people don't know is if you take a branch, a tree branch, you just bend it and you put the two rings on. It becomes like a hand saw. And this is the best way to use a saw like that. Like using your fingers is not that efficient, but with a branch, man, it's a real saw.
Yeah, and this saw, man, and I've seen a lot of them in use. I've never used one. I've always, I think I might have some of them in there, but again, just having it like that, I mean, yeah. So that's the first thing. We'll try to run through this thing quick because I could spend a lot of time on each item. Now, the next item in this kit's going to be a little emergency blanket. Now, I remember seeing some people in the comments saying that this was going to be one of the things that they were going to use. Well, that right there, if you win tonight, will have you covered. And bam. Now, the kit itself. Let's see. Can we get a close-up on that, Ben? Boom, boom, boom. Let's try it like this. There it is. So, right here. As you can see, guys, this is a really cool kit. The first item is going to be a little paracord bracelet that you're going to have. Snaps right there. It's got the compass, a whistle, which, this isn't going to be the kit that you're going to win. So I'll blow into this thing. So don't think, oh, I'm going to be getting this in the mail, Matt, from the thing you blew on. But you definitely got the whistle right there with the little fire starter. So scrape that off. That is in there. Also included, of course, bam, is the Atomic Bear knife right there, the survival knife. Now, I won't go over it too much, but half serration, half a straight drop point blade on it. It's got the dual thumb studs, liner lock on it, and look at that pocket clip, how high it sits. You have the non-lethal defense rail right there on the back of it. Just in case you don't really want to hurt somebody, pull it out. Go ahead and put that in your hands. Bam, bust glass. Do what you got to do with that defensive rail. Another great item, cut the seat belt in your car. Don't forget that, guys. A lot of times on some of these cheaper knives, they have and of course this one doesn't have it, but they have seatbelt cutters on them. Don't worry about that. Go ahead and use your blade and get out of that seatbelt, especially if you've never been in that type of situation. Now, let's just say it's dark. Got you covered on that too. So, right here, got a little tactical flashlight. Now, cool thing about this is it's got the 3 settings on it. So, you got your strobe, you got your brightness, and you've got your dim. Bam. So, even if you kept these items, like, separately from this case, this is still a great thing. But having them all there in the case is actually really cool, too. So, that's also included. It's got the little clip on it as well. Now, there's a lot of stuff in this thing. You got your fire starter right here. Now, I won't take it off the actual nylon rope, but you've got a ruler right here, little bottle opener. And then, of course, you can actually scrape this off and start a fire with that. Now, of course, everybody's favorite, which has to be included, is the tactical pen. Bam. Now, I won't go through every single thing on this, but as you can see, it's got the light. It is a pen. It's got the strobe light on it. Now, bam, you need to write a letter to somebody. This is my last words. I'm done. Bam. You got you a pen to do it. Bust out a window with this thing, guys, if you have to. However, you got this involved, and then you've also, bam, look at this. Now, a cool thing about this is you can actually fit this in your wallet as well. But y'all have all seen these, the little survival multi-tool right here with the hex wrenches, the bottle openers, the can openers. A lot of times people don't know how to use the can openers on these things, which might be a video that we should do in the future, Jeff, is how to use the actual can openers on survival knives. But, guys, I know it seems like I've just been rambling, but there's a lot of stuff in this survival kit. And, like he said, it's not launched yet, so y'all got the sneak peek version of it. And, Jeff, man, what do you think? So you're going to give this whole kit away tonight, huh?
Yeah, exactly. That's probably our best product so far because it just Like it includes all of our bestseller, all of our most appreciated products in one kit. And I'm super glad to give one to someone who's going to win it. And that's even before anybody else has seen it. So I'm super excited about that. And I think, guys, you have found a great trivia question to find a winner.
Yep, we did. And let's go ahead. So, guys, as he was saying, we got a trivia question. So here are the rules. No matter what platform you're on, Twitch, the 2 YouTube channels, Facebook, doesn't matter. Ben's going to be able to read everybody's comments. Now, we're going to show you a video clip, kind of like what we did last week. The first person that can name the movie of this clip will go home with this Atomic Bear survival kit. This sucker is stacked. So, without any further ado, I'm ready. If you're ready, Jeff, let's go ahead. And Ben, let's show them that clip. Bam! So, if anybody knows what movie that is from, all you got to do is leave it in the comment section. And Ben will get back to it. So, Jeff, man, while they're working on that, for everybody else who doesn't win tonight, or the people that don't win, don't you have something else for them?
Well, yeah. So as I mentioned, we have this prepping planner PDF. I also put together some ideas that we mentioned tonight with some URLs, some links. For example, people like the type of skill people can want to learn. So everything is located in the show on the show website. This is theatomicbear.tv.
Yep.
And in there you have many things. You have the link to the Facebook Live, the link to everything. But then you also have episode 3, 2, 1, and you can go back to watch the other episodes, look at any maybe PDF, downloadable PDF there. But especially for episode 3, we have 2 downloadable PDF. One is just a template where you can write your objectives and the steps you're gonna take when you're gonna do that. And the other PDF is a list of ideas of maybe resolution or things you want to get into 2019. Obviously, there's hundreds of possibilities. There's just one page with ideas. Yeah. And I do invite you to fill out this page, add some more for yourself. So you will get ideas, and then you can prioritize the ones that you like the most, and eventually maybe change your mind based on just your thinking and what you can read on the PDF. So simply go to theatomicbear.tv, click on episode 3 in the show notes section, and then we'll put everything that we have mentioned tonight in that section.
Yeah, so as he was saying, there should be a link somewhere down here below me that says theatomicbear.tv. Go to there, like he was saying, click the show notes, and bam, guys, that's actually a really cool thing to have, you know, just to fill it out and go, okay, now I've at least put it down on paper. Now, Ben, do we have a winner?
I think we do have a winner. Sorry if that was a little loud.
Let's go.
But right off the bat, Richard Robinson came out with the answer, behind enemy lines.
Bam.
And that was quick. I mean, I went to split screen. A second later, I looked back, and Richard Robinson's already like, boom, behind enemy lines.
So he nailed it.
Congratulations, Richard Robinson.
Yep.
Congrats, man.
Yeah. So, Big Richard, congrats, dude. He came in there quick. He's like, I got this. Everybody just sit down. Behind enemy lines. So, Richard, man, congrats, dude. You got a nice survival kit. And anybody else that's watching, y'all just got a sneak peek of a newly launched product. Like he says, might be at the end of January, beginning of February. But this is the next launch product from Atomic Bear. But congratulations again, Richard. And like he was saying, go to theatomicbear.tv to the show notes, download that file, because guys, even if you put it on paper, it's going to get you one step closer to actually putting these plans into place. But Jeff, man, I think that, you know, this show was actually pretty informative, man. I learned some stuff, and man, do you have anything else for the guys before we get out of here?
Yeah. The last thing I want to say is, like, guys and girls, keep writing to us. Like, keep writing comments, keep liking our stuff. And we read every single ones, and we actually love hearing back from you. And I just thought, like, I would read something from Joe Flaherty from last show. He wrote a message to us. He just wrote, thought the show went great. The new Jean-Claude Van Damme and Sylvester Stallone show. I think it's a bit, like, I would not consider myself as Jean-Claude Van Damme, but maybe a bit the funny speaking, like the funny language there. But, you know, I think that was a very funny one.
Yeah, I like that. And guys, again, if you don't follow us on Facebook, be sure to go there, like the page, and on the YouTube channel as well. Just hit follow. Be sure to follow us everywhere, because we're going to keep this show rolling. And if everybody, y'all at least just tell one of your friends about the show, and we will keep this thing rolling, and it's going to keep growing. We're going to have special guests coming on in the future. And guys, you know, like he was saying, we just like to hear from you. Send us your thoughts, ideas, you name it, and we will dive into it. And guys, other than that, man, thanks for watching episode 3. This thing's going to keep growing. And Ben, you got anything before we leave?
Thanks for tuning in and all the comments. It was popping.
Oh, was it good?
Yeah.
So, bam. All right, Jeff, what's your closing stuff, man? And we'll get out of here.
Thank you very much. That was great. Love you all for attending, and let's keep prepping and bringing more prepper to make the world better and safer. And let's rock and roll until next week, Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. We'll be there. We'll have also a nice show, giveaways, everything you want.
Awesome. And again, guys, thanks to Enoch, Doug, Dale, because Big Bobby Timmy, Josh, Victoria, thank you, JJ Harp, Raven, everybody in the comment section. Thanks for watching the Atomic Bear Show, and we will see y'all next week at 9 p.m. Eastern Time right here.